Hi everybody, welcome to Ride or Die with your personal Tesla driver show. James here, and today we have two special guests, two of my regulars, Fred and Mary Ann, and they have like lots of great wisdom to share with us today, and and some secrets that hopefully that Fred will part with us today on his secrets to longevity, because he's can I say the age, sir?
Of course.
Okay, he is over 90 years old, so...
Over 91.
Over 91 years old, so he's got some secrets that we're going to try to, extract from him today on this show. So get ready, everybody, for Ride or Die with Fred and Mary Ann. Mary Ann back there, his wife, that we're getting ready to go on a long trip. This is going to be probably a 30-minute episode. We're not going to film the ride, because otherwise my battery will probably die and my storage will be out, because we're taking them to LA. So we got a nice, great episode for you guys today. And why don't we jump in right now with Fred? Tell us, what is your secret to longevity?
My secret of longevity is to live long. When you live long, you have longevity.
Just live as long as possible, right?
Exactly. And I think genes are the most important. I attended a lecture about alcohol and longevity, but don't think that alcohol will make you live longer.
Okay, so last time we rode together, he told me that he this wasn't whether or not it's longevity, but he told me that he had half a glass of, was it whiskey, or
one shot.
Oh, one shot of liquor.
Yeah.
Hard liquor.
Either that, or a glass of wine, or a bottle of beer.
Okay.
They have about the same amount of alcohol.
Okay, so he has one shot at nighttime. That's it for the day.
That's it.
That's
no
it.
More.
But so I got excited, and I was like, I was telling everybody, wow, one of my client riders, his secret to longevity is one shot. Well, I think I told people a half a glass. I'll have to go back and tell people, it's not a half a glass, it's one shot.
It's one shot or a glass of wine.
Or a glass of wine. But also, Fred, we have to clarify too, because you didn't do this all your life. You started,
it's true.
Right? When did you start doing this one shot?
That's a misunderstanding. I didn't start doing one shot. I attended a lecture at Lifetime Learning at Osha at UCSD, and there was a lecture.
So you're a lifetime learner, and you're part of Osha?
Osha, yeah.
And that's what is Osha?
Osha is called Lifetime Learning.
Okay, so he's part of Lifetime Learning group.
That group is associated, it's nationwide. In San Diego, it's associated with UCSD.
Okay.
And it's part of the UCSD extension. It's called Lifetime Learning. And the name is Osha, based on the...
So how often do you learn? And do you go to, you attend lectures?
I have lectures 5 days a week, morning and afternoon.
5 days?
Yes.
So you have lectures, you attend lectures 5 days a week?
Not at all. I go to lectures maybe 5-6 times a month.
Oh.
Depending on which lecture I want to listen to.
Okay.
But they have this program, and you have to be a member. It costs about $300 a year, but you got
that's not bad.
You got a nice bunch of people there that you associate with, and you debate and discuss things after the lecture.
Oh, so you engage with other people.
Definitely. After
the lecture.
Definitely.
So it's not just listening and then going home.
No, it's a 1 hour lecture, and after that a 1 hour Q&A session, and then they debate that, and then sometimes we have lunch there, and we have a nice conversation with the people, and all of them are highly educated people who are retired people who have the time to
So you're engaging with other highly intelligent people, engaging your mind,
Yes.
keep your mind active, and being able to like ask good questions and be able to have good dialogue. And
This is very important.
okay, so that's, and how long have you been doing that for?
At least 10 years.
10 years? Okay, so you started when you were like 81.
And I'm
Wow.
very glad somebody introduced me to this, because otherwise I could have lived in San Diego for many years and not even know about this program.
Okay, so
Very, very good program, and they bring in lecturers from all around the United States. Many of them come from the university themselves, and they lecture us on medicine and law and some politics, of course. Can't avoid that, but
so you get a lot of different topics,
different topics.
a lot of different perspective. Do you get like one perspective, or do you get multiple perspective? Like,
Well, the lecturer has agenda, has
their
researched
perspective.
it, and
Okay,
the program committee selects the lecturers. So one of the lecturers talked to us about a very large study of hundreds of thousands of people about the use of alcohol and longevity. And I found it interesting that if you have more than one shot or one glass of wine, your lifespan goes down very, very fast. 2 or 3 glasses, you become an alcoholic. It takes about 2 or 3 years for somebody to become an alcoholic.
okay.
And that's a very sad thing, and you have a horrible death. So,
Okay. So that's not. So we're not recommending 2 or 3 glasses or more than alcohol a day, because that's a.
Never take more than 1, because you might get addicted to alcohol.
Yeah.
Alcohol actually is poison, and you shouldn't even think about drinking alcohol for the sake of living longer.
Okay.
It's just a scientific fact that people who drink alcohol very moderately, maybe because they are more educated people or can afford it, I don't know, but this study resonated with me because it warned me not to drink more,
Okay.
because you can get addicted. So rather than thinking that alcohol makes you live longer, you have to think of too much alcohol makes you live
Shorter. Okay.
and that's more important to know. So I just thought it was interesting to know that there has been that study and what it has proven.
Okay.
Because many people would think that alcohol destroys some of the cells in your brain, and maybe it's not a good idea even to drink a glass of wine every day. But this gives me the reassurance that it's okay to do it. But don't do it because you want to live longer. Do it because it relaxes you in the evening and you have a nice, fine time.
Okay, guys. So we're gonna debunk the myth that alcohol is good for your health and longevity. So Fred is telling us that for those who I talk to about like, if I ever talk to you about like, oh, Fred, he's 91 years old and he drinks alcohol every night. Okay, to make it seem like it was a positive thing for longevity, then I will take that back right now for the record, because Fred just debunked it for me, and he's saying kind of like the opposite. He's like, don't drink alcohol for longevity, because the more you drink it, the worse you're gonna be and the shorter life you're gonna actually live. So, but there's drink it instead for like what makes you, if it relaxes you, enjoy it, but no more than 1 shot.
That's right. One glass of wine.
One glass of wine, or
one bottle of beer.
One bottle of beer, or
one shot of.
Or one shot. Not all three. Just one. Not all three. Okay.
Not the same night.
Not the same night. Just one of those things per night. So
that's enough
to enjoy and to be able to relax, but not for longevity.
No.
Right? Is that right, Fred?
That is correct.
So we debunked that myth.
Yeah.
Okay. So his longevity, he didn't live till 91 because he's been drinking all his life. No. And you started it. How long? You started drinking like.
I have always enjoyed having a glass of wine once in a while. Socially, it's nice to do because when you are with other people who drink and you don't drink, then that's a very awkward situation. I think people relax better with you and interact better with you socially if you join them with a drink when they drink. So usually, let's say you go out with some other couple for dinner, and if they order a drink, I'll order a drink.
Okay.
If they don't, I don't either.
Okay. So you socially then.
That's a social.
Now, does Marianne, do you drink?
No.
Oh, okay. So Marianne, she doesn't drink. And Marianne, how old are you, Marianne? Is that okay for me to ask you? Or?
No, it's not okay.
Oh.
You never ask a woman.
Never ask. Okay, so okay. Myth 2 is debunked as well. That it's okay to ask a woman, or actually, it's never okay to ask a woman how old she is. So that myth is true. Okay, that myth is true. So okay, we just two things. One, we debunked the alcohol myth, and the other is we made sure that we reinforced the saying that you never ask a woman their age. Okay, so that's true too.
That is true too.
All right.
Also, it is true that you never ask a man, have you done anything wrong? You see? And the reason for that is because if a man has a wife, there is no reason for two people to remember the same thing. Because your wife will remember whatever you did wrong.
Oh, okay. So there's no need for the man to remember.
No need for the man to remember.
Because the wife will remember for you.
Whenever he does anything wrong, the wife will know about it.
Okay.
And
so there's no need to bring it up.
Also remind him, so no need to bring it up.
Okay, so the other thing we take away from this is that if you're a man and and you're talking to a man, don't ask him what he did wrong, because he tries to forget. We try to forget, right? We don't need to bring it up, because why? Because the woman will remember and the woman will bring it up. So there's no reason for both people to bring it up and remember.
Exactly.
Only one person needs to remember.
Yeah.
Marianne, do you agree with that, or do you want to add to this?
Well, I had to agree. Yes.
You agree?
Yes.
So we shouldn't bring up, we shouldn't ask Fred about the mistakes he's made.
Yeah, exactly. And there have been plenty.
But you do know his mistakes, so.
Right.
Okay, so all right, so we just verified that it is true. Don't bring up, and the wife does remember, and I'm sure that my wife also, she knows all my mistakes, and I do also not like to be brought up. I don't look at mistakes as mistakes. I look at as learning experiences and also just life experiences.
Exactly.
And hopefully that will fly in the court of law, or maybe the court of public opinion. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna skip that conversation because that could be a whole can of worms.
So I'll give you some more 91-year-old wisdom.
Okay, here we go, guys. You guys get your notepad, get some pen out. We're gonna get some 91-year-old wisdom here.
This is wisdom I pass on to my children too.
Okay.
And here is what I tell them. I tell them, don't give your money to other people to play with. And if you think about it, that means no matter what proposition you're getting about some financial advisor or somebody who can make a lot of money for you, don't give your money to them. Any financial advisor that you engage should only be paid if they make money for you, and don't give them your money.
Okay, okay, another piece of advice: don't give your money to financial advisors
or other people to play with.
Other people to play with. Play with your own money.
Exactly. That's it.
Okay. So that's
stay close to your money.
Stay close to your money. Don't give it to others.
Exactly.
Okay, that's something that I'm sure a lot of kids will resonate with. A lot of people nowadays will probably find that wisdom to be very true, and also something that they might be in the back of their mind. They probably think, you know what? It's very true, and with how the economy is right now, tight, people are probably living by that.
We watch a program called American Greed.
Yeah.
American Greed chronicles all those people who gave their money to Ponzi schemes and other schemes, getting rich quick schemes, and unfortunately many of them lost all of their savings, all of their money by giving it to others.
Yep. So if you don't want to lose all your money, don't give it to others.
That's it.
That's that's a that's wisdom. It might seem obvious, but I think that that's something that is easier said than done, but is necessary to do.
Yes.
Right?
That's correct.
So okay. So we got some good wisdom here. Let's keep it rolling. We got
talk about longevity. Hard work has never hurt anybody.
Okay.
You hear anyone talking, "Oh, I've been burnt out," or something like that? That's just an excuse for people who are either lazy or can't take the heat. You get out of the kitchen.
Exactly. They just don't want to do the work that is necessary to be able to get what they want in life.
So my experience has been this. I knew a guy who was from Portugal, and the Portuguese people are philosophers, and he was kind of a philosopher type guy, and we were having a conversation, and I had a very, very stressful job for many years, very stressful, and he was chiding me. He was kind of saying, "Is it all worthwhile?" He said, "You just you're not going to live long because you have this stressful job." And this guy died when he was 58 years old.
Wow.
And he had no stress at all, but he unfortunately died of some kind of cancer.
Oh my God.
Which is sad, but I'm 91, and all that stress didn't do me any harm.
Okay, so some stress is okay then.
Stress is fine.
If you can manage the stress, okay, right?
You have to manage it. You have to make sure your blood pressure is not elevated for a long period of time. For shorter period of time, to have high blood pressure is okay, because matter of fact it's normal.
Okay.
Your blood pressure should go up if you're under stress, but then it has to come down again.
Just like when you work out, you're stressing your body out.
Of course.
But then that helps you stay healthy. Helps you make sure that everything working, right, and getting stronger. So okay, so that's another great lesson, everybody. So stress is not necessarily bad for you. I mean, maybe prolonged stress is bad, but like temporary stress here and there, when to work hard and to work out, that could be good for your health.
Well, it's,
and just as long as you keep the blood pressure, down. You don't want the blood pressure to be too high for too long.
Well, it can go high for a while, but it has to eventually come down.
It has to,
Because
as
the
long as it
people-
comes down eventually.
And if it doesn't, then you have to get medication.
Okay.
And that's something that your doctor will tell you.
Okay. So that's another great piece of advice. So don't be afraid of stress, right? And don't be afraid of
Exactly.
working hard.
Exactly.
Because, you know, people who work hard, they get ahead in life, right?
Exactly.
And look, his friend who told him not to work hard and that he's stressed out,
Yeah.
he was a very relaxed guy, but he ended up dying anyways at 50, at a young age. And,
Yeah.
you know, sad for him, and, you
Yeah.
know,
Yeah.
but, you know, it doesn't mean that, you know, you're going to live a long life if you don't have stress.